Hi guys, today I'm going to show you how to play The Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom game into your PC. So if you don't know how to do this, then this is the perfect video tutorial for you to watch because I'm going to teach you everything you need to get started. So these are all what you need. You'll only need the 4 files and an application called Regions Emulator. So this is a Regions Emulator. For those who do not know, Regions Emulator is a Nintendo Switch emulator that can run and play Nintendo Switch games into your PC as long as you have all of these files here installed into your Regions Emulator. So I'm going to be hovering down and show you guys that I have Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom and is in version 1.1.0 and is an XEI file type and a 16 GB file size. So first of all, I'm going to teach you where to get Regions, okay, so that you'll be able to play this game. So open a web browser here and just type in Regions Emulator and hit search. Go to regions.org, that is their official website. Click on that. Now go to download. So if you're using Mac, be sure that you are in Mac OS 11 or later version so that you can install Regions. And if you're from Linux, you can get the installer here. And if you're from Windows, just like me, you can get the installer here. Since I have already installed Regions Emulator to my PC, so I'm just going to skip on the download and installation process because the download and installation process for this is really easy to do and is really straightforward. So I just showed you guys the official way where to get Regions. So be sure that you only get Regions Emulator from this site. So I'm just going to minimize this now, and I'm going to assume that you have already installed Regions. So run Regions Emulator now, boot it up, and that since it's your first installation, then you'll be met with certain errors saying that you will need some certain files installed into your Regions Emulator. So what are those files? Those files are the Nintendo Switch firmware and the Nintendo Switch keys. Both should be in version 16.0.2 in order for it to run and play The Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom game. And the games should be in XEI or NSP file format in order for Regions to detect that game. Now, if you're asking me where to get all those files, the only legal way to do this is that you own a Nintendo Switch console and that you have modded it and installed a custom firmware in it, because if it has a custom firmware installed, that means that you can access your Nintendo Switch system files. And once you have access on those files, all you have to do is just copy all of the firmware file and the keys files of the Switch from your Switch to your PC. And in order for you to get The Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom game, there's no other way around this, but you should purchase the game and digitally back up that game into an XEI file format. Okay, so once you have all those files, then you can now install them into your Regions. So if you don't know where to get all of these files because you don't have a Switch or you don't have any of these files here lying around, then I'm just going to save you the hassle and teach you where to get all of this files. So in order for you to get all of these files here, I'm just going to leave a QR code here in the screen so that you'll be able to scan it with your QR code reader into your mobile phone so that you will be redirected to the page wherein you can get all of these files. So once you are on the page, be sure to hover down into the middle part of the website so that you'll get the XEI file format of The Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom and its updated file. And once you have done that, hover down a little bit in the bottom part of the website so that you'll get the firmware and the keys files from the Switch. So be sure to check out the entirety of the website so that you'll get all of these 4 files here. So I'm going to assume that you have downloaded all these files into your phone, so just transfer them to your PC using a USB cable, assuming that you're using an Android device. So I'm going to open Regions here, and I'm going to assume that you have copied all of those files and that you have a copy of them into your PC. So it's time to install them. To do this, just go to Regions, go to File, open Regions folder, and then open System folder here, and then open the keys zip file here. All you have to do is just copy the product keys and the title keys from the Switch to your PC in this folder. This folder should be empty because it's your first installation. Now click on that. Now it's time to install the firmware file from the Switch. Go to Tools, go into Install Firmware from XEI or zip file, click on that, locate the firmware file, and then hit Open. And it'll say that we'll have to install this version. Hit Yes, and it'll say Successfully Installed. Your system version here and your firmware version will be the same now, and that your Regions is now capable of booting up and detecting Nintendo Switch games. It will show you all of your Switch games here, and it will show you their game icons. So if you see a game that does not have an icon, that means that you're using an outdated firmware or an outdated key. So be sure to follow all the steps in this tutorial so that you'll only get the latest version of the files needed in order for you to run and play Tears of the Kingdom. So the next step now is to optimize your Regions so that you'll be able to play Tears of the Kingdom to your PC. To do this, just go to Options, go to Settings, And in this part, just pause the video and copy everything that you see from here. Okay, so the game directories could be anywhere into your PC. You can put your Switch games here, and your Switch games should be in XEI or NSP file format, because that is the only format that Ryujinx will be able to detect and play. Now go to in the input tab. Now go to player 1 and hit configure. It's better to use a controller, so I've been using my Nintendo Switch Pro controller here, and I have mapped them according to my liking. And that also you can use your Xbox and PlayStation controller here, but you should set your dead zone for both left and right sticks in 0.20% so that there'll be no drifting into your playthroughs. Once done, hit save. Now go to System tab. So in here, just pause the video and copy everything that you see. The system language can be any language that you like and prefer. Now go to graphics. Graphics backend multi-threading should be on. Graphics backend API should be invoking. Your preferred GPU should be a dedicated graphics card. You should have a dedicated graphics card so that your gameplay will be smooth. Now go to the enhancements, enable shader cache and enable macro HLE. Resolution scale should be 2x resolution. You can also use a 4K resolution, but for me 2x resolution is the best. But if your PC cannot handle this type of resolution, just be sure to revert back to the native resolution of the Switch. But 2x resolution for me is the best, because that will make the games look sharper and much more beautiful than the native resolution of the Switch. Now post-processing effects should be none. Upscale should be bilinear, and isotropic filtering should be auto, and aspect ratio should be in 16:9. And once done, hit apply and save. Now your Ryujinx emulator is now fully optimized to run and play The Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom. So, a little bit of disclaimer, I'm going to show you guys a gameplay of this game running into my PC, because we all know that Nintendo is really strict on this kind of content and they don't really want to be shown to the internet or in YouTube. So if I show you guys that I am running The Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom into my PC using Ryujinx emulator, then my channel will be taken down and my videos will be taken down. So I hope you guys do understand on that part, because that would be a major hassle on my side. But I am willing to compromise a little bit, and I will try to boot up The Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom into the title screen so that I can show you proof that my video tutorial is working and that this game is running quite well in PC. So I'm just gonna blur the screen from here on out so that Nintendo will not be able to hit me with any of their copyright strike into my videos and into my channel. But once I am in the title screen, I'm just gonna stop the emulation, okay? So now, as you can see, I am now in the title screen, so I'm just going to stop the emulation. So as long as you follow all the steps that I've shown you in this video tutorial, you're guaranteed to get The Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom running into your PC, optimized and playable. So if you have some questions regarding the installation process of The Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom into your PC, then just leave a comment in the comment section below, and I'll try my best to answer all of them. Subscribe to my channel, this will help me out. Thank you for watching, and see you next time. Goodbye for now.